Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I figured I'd talk about accomplishments that Black people did or are doing because Black history is history. Today I am talking about Garrett Morgan. Garrett was an inventor and one of his inventions was the traffic light. Garrett was born on March 4th, 1877 and died on July 27, 1963. Garrett was also a businessman and a community leader. Garrett is one Black man that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about Black people's accomplishments and what they did and are doing. Today I'll be talking about Ella Fitzgerald. Ella Fitzgerald was known as a songwriter and musician. She was born on April 25, 1917. Died on June 15, 1956. One of her songs that she did was Ain't Misbehaving. Ella is an amazing Black woman that we'll never forget. And she is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments that Black people have and are doing. Because Black history is part of history. If you love mac and cheese, then you should learn about James Hemings. James was born in 1765. When he was 8 years old, he was enslaved by Thomas Jefferson. When James was 19, Thomas Jefferson took him to France to study culinary. Even though the combination of pasta and cheese might have been around for a while, James made it a big hit and had a big impact on modern day mac and cheese. James is one chef that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about accomplishments that Black people have and are doing because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Audre Lorde. Audre was born on February 18, 1934. She died on November 17, 1992. Audre was known for being a poet and author. She was also part of the LGBTQ plus community as a lesbian. She was also a mother. One of Audre's well-known poems is called Coal. Audre is one poet that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments that Black people have and are doing because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Andrew Foster. Andrew was born on June 27, 1925. He died on December 3, 1987. At age 11, Andrew had lost his hearing and became deaf. But that didn't stop him in life. Andrew was the first Black person to graduate from Gallaudet University. Andrew also helped start schools in Africa for deaf children. Andrew is one person that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments that Black people have and are doing. Because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Laverne Cox. Laverne was born on May 29, 1972. Laverne is a famous actress. She was part of many movies and TV shows including Orange is the New Black. She is also a Black and LGBTQ plus community activist. Laverne is one person that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments that Black people have and are doing. Because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about James McCune Smith. James was born on April 18, 1883. Died on November 17, 1865. After attending Glasgow University for his bachelor's and master's, James would get his medical degree. As we know, this would make him the first African American doctor. James is also an activist. James is one doctor that we'll never forget and is part of Black History. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments that Black people have and are doing. Because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Claudette Colvin. Claudette was born on September 5th, 1939. Claudette is a very important person in the civil rights movement. When she was 15, Claudette refused to get up from the seat from the bus. The cops even came on and arrested her. This happened years before Rosa Parks had done the same thing. Claudette claims that she felt the spirit of the ancestors like Sojourner Truth holding her down. Claudette is one person that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments that Black people have and are doing. This Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about my cousin Ronald McNear. Ronald was born on October 21st, 1950. He died on January 28th, 1986. Ronald was known for being an astronaut on the Challenger. Unfortunately, the Challenger blew up. Ronald also excelled in education and became a physicist. Ronald is one astronaut that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing, because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Rosa Parks. Rosa was born on February 4th, 1913. She died on October 24th, 2005. While she wasn't the first person to give up a seat on the bus, she was the most popular. She is still talked about today. Besides being part of the civil rights movement, Rosa was also a mother and teacher. Rosa is one person that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments that Black people have and are doing, because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Barack Obama. Barack was born on August 4th, 1961. He was the 44th President of the United States and served 2 terms. He was also the first Black President of the United States. Before Barack became President, Barack was one of the state's senators. Barack is also a father of 2 and a loving husband. Barack is one president that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing, because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Althea Gibson. She was born on August 25th, 1927. Died on September 28th, 2003. Althea was known for being a tennis player. She was the first greatest African American woman tennis player, and she paved the way for Venus and Serena Williams. She won many tournaments and titles. One of the things she won was in the Wimbledon. Althea is one Black tennis player that we'll never forget, and she is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing, because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking with Stephen Morris, also known as Stevie Wonder. Stephen was born on May 13, 1950. At a very young age, he became blind, but that didn't stop Stephen from becoming a very successful musician and singer. When he was 11, he was discovered and was quickly signed after that. One of his hit songs is called Superstition. Stephen is one musician that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing. This Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Alma Thomas. Alma was born on September 22nd, 1891. She died on February 24th, 1978. Alma had a lot to do with modern day art. She studied in New York, Europe, and in D.C. One of her pieces of artwork is called Autumn Leaves Fluttering in the Breeze. Alma is one artist that will never forget and inspired Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about accomplishments Black people have and are doing because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Robin Harris. Robin was born on August 30th, 1953. He died on March 18th, 1990. Robin was known for being a comedian and actor. Before he became famous as a comedian, he was a track athlete. He became famous for being a comedian when he did a sketch called Baby's Kids. Robin is one comedian that we'll never forget as part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing. Because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Ketanji Jackson. Ketanji was born on September 14, 1970. She's known for being the first Black female judge on the Supreme Court. She loved learning about the law from a very young age and was influenced by her father. Also at a very young age, Ketanji was a high achiever with her education. She also went to Harvard Law School. Ketanji is one judge that we'll never forget and inspired Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about accomplishments Black people have and are doing. Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Maxie Robinson, also known as Max Robinson. Maxie was born on May 1st, 1939, and died on December 20th, 1988. Maxie was known for being a news anchor. He was also a journalist. Although his first time as a news anchor with his first job didn't work so well for him, he kept trying and eventually became a very successful news anchor. Maxie broke racial barriers with his jobs. Maxie is one news anchor that we'll never forget and inspired Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I was talking to you about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Araminta Ross, also known as Harriet Tubman. Araminta was born into slavery. Even though she was born into slavery, she became one of the more well-known conductors or leaders on the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad was a way for slaves to get to freedom in the middle of the night with safe spots along the way. She would go back and forth and help the people get free. Araminta is one person that we'll never forget as part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about William Johnson, also known as Henry Johnson. William was born on July 15, 1892. He died on July 1st, 1929. He was known to be a sergeant in the U.S. Army. He served in World War I. While serving, William had a lot of courage, so much so that he was awarded the Purple Heart in 2002. William is one Army sergeant that we'll never forget as part of Black history. Hey y'all, the Black History Month. This month I was talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing. This Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Bessie Coleman. Bessie was born on January 26, 1892. She died on April 30th, 1926. Bessie is known for being a pilot. She was the first African and Native American to earn a pilot's license. Her goal in life was to help women and African Americans to reach their dream. Bessie's dream was to own her own plane and to teach people how to fly. Unfortunately, one day as she was flying, the plane lost control and she ended up dying. Bessie is one pilot that I will never forget. It's part of Black History. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Martin Luther King Jr. Martin was born on January 15, 1929. He died on April 4, 1968. Martin is known for being a civil rights activist. He was also a minister. Martin is best known for giving his I Have a Dream speech. Martin also did stuff with the Voting Rights Act. In 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Martin is one person that we'll never forget as part of Black History. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Helen Williams, also known as Helen Williams Jackson. Helen was born in the year 1937. Helen is known for being a model. She had worked for companies like Ebony and Jet magazine. However, due to some discrimination in the United States, she had relocated to France. She found success in modeling with Christian Dior and other successful designers. These are just a few of her accomplishments. Helen is one model that we'll never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Malcolm X, also known as Malcolm Little. Malcolm was born on May 19, 1925. He died on February 21, 1965. Malcolm is known for changing his religion and also being a civil rights activist. Even though Malcolm and Martin didn't see eye to eye on everything with the civil rights movement, he still had a big part and communicated with Martin Luther King. He is also a father of 6. Malcolm is one person that I will never forget and is part of Black history. Hey y'all, happy Black History Month. This month I'll be talking about the accomplishments Black people have and are doing because Black history is part of history. Today I'll be talking about Isabella Baumfree, also known as Sojourner Truth. Isabella is known for being an abolitionist and a women's rights activist. She was born a slave but managed to escape and became free. Isabella is most famous for giving a speech called Ain't I a Woman? With some help, she was able to sue a white man and win her court case and get back custody of her kid. Isabella is one person that I will never forget as part of Black history.
And I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, and you're black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black. And I'm black as you're black, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm